All right, guys. New box on the table. This one, you guys remember Jason, Awesome Jason, who brought us the Smoky Mountain Knifeworks box? He has wanted to. He tried to bring us the PMP box until other Jason at PMP proved himself to be just the ultimate scumbag douchebag. But that's besides the point. So Jason, Jayson, Jason. He has just such a. You know what? I'm like honored that there are such awesome people that that believe in this channel. I can't even. So he wanted to do something else for the channel, and we discussed some things, and he asked me what did I want to do on the channel, and I said, well, listen, what do you ultimately want to have, and we talked about some things back and forth, and he picked, of the things that I thought might be cool to look at and that he would actually want to end up with at the end, survival box. But here it is. This is the first one. And I don't know off the top of my head if this is like an introductory box or if this is a regular monthly box. But we're going to take a look. We're going to take a look at it and we're going to see what's in it. And I'm just super excited to get going with this. So I was going to say I don't have a knife around me, which is just the most ridiculous words ever spoken at this desk. So let's ZT this box here and see. We got 1, 2, and then that it. That is it. So let's take a look at survival box. And oh, cool. You know what? Look at they actually have a little card attached to the top of the box. You don't have to go digging for it and find it, which is nice. This is a whole lot of stuff here, I guess. Electricity-free tools. I'm talking about EMP stuff. Look at that bright, shiny bag. This is so funny. A Faraday bag. I just was talking about Faraday bags versus that drive-in. What was it? It was a battle box. We just talked about this. Let me unpack everything, and then we will take a look. Now, before we begin, packing material in the box, like Barrel and Blade has the same kind of packing material. Great fire starting material. Good to have. I mean, I'm sure most people just throw it away, but this is very good, tindery kind of stuff. FYI. I'm sure most people figured that out, but there might be some out there that could use it. So, now there's some stuff in here that I know we've seen before in other boxes. Now I'm going to say the same thing that I said when we looked at another new box. I know that there's going to be items that we're going to say, hey, we've seen those items before. But remember, we're looking at a brand new box today, for this channel anyway. We're looking at, for the first time, new subscription, so we cannot judge based on the fact that we've seen anything anywhere else before. Because it's like we're looking at a new experience. And so, yes, we may have seen some of these items in other places. But for our intents and purposes, please study the English language. The phrase is not intensive purposes. It is intents and purposes. For all intents and purposes, this is nothing else exists in the world. This is brand new. So we've got 2 stickers in the box, which is cool. Maybe one for me, one for Jason. Maybe, yeah. We've got a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually 7, 8. I'm keeping these things off camera because for as much money as I paid for this thing, it absolutely fucking hates having shiny things in front of it, and it screws up the focus. But we got the 2 Faraday bags. So let's take a look. Oh, and look, this is a welcome to Survival Club. So this is, so I guess this is a welcome to, and also a regular monthly thing. I don't know. I'm not sure, but we're gonna take a look at everything. I really want to get into this because this is also not listed on the card, so I guess this is like a welcome. By the way, burlap, awesome material to have for various things. We're going to talk about that in a little bit. So we're going to put everything to the side here. We're going to look at the welcome to. Let's look at this little welcome package. It's a heavy-ass carabiner, by the way. So if you find yourself lacking a weapon, You could beat somebody to death with this thing right there. So, survival knowledge. Now, you know what? I kind of remember that we did survival boxes a long time ago. And I don't, if this is the same company or the only reason we stopped, by the way, the only reason we stopped doing survival box is because survival box stopped. And, you know, in survival, the old survival box, they had like a little binder. They had a card you could do. So is this the same kind of thing? I don't know. But so let's see. So welcome to survival clubs. Okay. Free monthly waterproof military grade knowledge card. That must be this. Instant discounts on the monthly boxes and store supply. Member acts, exclusive acts. Okay, great. And free survival carabiner on your first order. So you get like a membership card. Okay, great. I mean, look, they're not counting it as an item in the box, so I don't mind. It's just kind of, I'm sure there is that guy out there that puts this in their wallet like, this is my membership card. Yeah. Cool, though. Cool. They give it to you to welcome you. So we know now that this is, in fact, a welcome box and a monthly box. You've got two key rings here. I don't know if they are, it doesn't say this on the things. Are they aluminum? Are they steel? You know what? We can check that out because I have magnets all up here. They are steel. They are sticking to the, you can't see it, but they're sticking to the magnets I have mounted up there to hold stuff on the shelf. So two steel coated key rings that you can put on your carabiner. The carabiner is also steel, not aluminum. And you know what? For the amount of weight that it has, I am not surprised. Let's see. I'm looking if it says not for climbing. No, it is climbing. It is rated 25 newtons, 5,600 pounds. And it is a locking carabiner, so good for your mountaineering stuff. Not bad. These are expensive. That's pretty cool. All right, so here's our welcome stuff and our first knowledge card. Like I said, the old ones, you know, had holes for a small binder, and this one you can just put on like one of those little wire rings or whatever. But electricity-free tools, how to survive an EMP attack. Oh, it fell. I'll go pick it up. I'm gonna file that over here, and we're gonna proceed to look at everything that is in this box. And can you guys still hear me? I forgot there's an MRE in here. And now Jason has always given me permission to open up and look at stuff. I'm really curious about this. I'm gonna swap this with an actual military issue MRE when I send this to him. Because I want to know. I want to see what's in the 1300 XT MRE. The new generation of ready-to-eat meals. I don't know. I want to unbox this and see. So I'm going to give him like a no shit, 20-year shelf life, U.S. military issue MRE. This says U.S. military grade. U.S. military grade, like the U.S. military grade. Remember, everything the U.S. military uses is made by the lowest bidding contractor who says they can supply it for the cheapest. So let's not get too excited about the words military grade, but emergency, law enforcement, portable, balanced nutrition, long shelf life, trusted by experts. Valued over 603. What does that mean? Valued over 603. I don't know what that means. There's all these numbers. Valued over 303, valued over... I don't know what that means. Somebody tell me what this means. Valued over 803? I don't know what that means. Okay, so we're gonna... So we've got an MRE, and an MRE is always good to have. I love MREs, because the thing about MREs is people don't understand. Your MRE can be eaten all in one sitting, and MRE was not designed to be just opened and eaten in one meal. It can be. It can be. Your standard military MRE is 2,400 calories. So there's a method to the madness that if you get one meal a day, you're taught that you eat this first, that second, that third, and you go in order, and you start with your high carb, and you move on down, and so the last thing of the day you eat is your high protein. And when you go to like Ranger School, for example, you get one MRE a day. Sometimes you don't get that much, but there's a very hated person called the Chow Thief in Ranger School, and they are somebody that there are people that actually will steal food items from other trainees at Ranger. Anyway, You can survive on 1 MRE a day, even though you know, your standard like troops and units that are fully supplied are used to getting 2 or 3 a day. But an MRE is designed that it is 1 full day's nutrition. Now, it's not the amount of food you're used to eating. Your stomach will feel hungry, but nutritionally, 1 MRE will sustain you all day. So we'll talk more about that. And I've done an MRE unboxing. You know what? I'm gonna put there's a card. Here's one of those little linky things, and I'll put a link in the video description to the MRE kind of review and discussion and unboxing I did once. But we're going to open this up and see, kind of talk about how it compares to a military, actual issued one in a little bit. Now, I don't see anywhere on the card, I don't see this premium blade. So, now, the whole packaging on this can be used for different things, which I like. So burlap is flammable. Burlap can be dyed and used to make great camouflage. This is the basis of actual like handmade ghillie suits. You cut it into strips, you dye the material, then you take out the individual strands, and then you use like camouflage netting. You take off the netting part, or the leafy part, and you just use the netting. You affix it to like an old set of BDUs or whatever. A flight suit works great, and then you individually tie your different colored sections to the netting. But burlap is really good to have in your little inventory. So this is a Damascus hunting knife. Oh, you know what? I already don't have a great feeling about this. Amazon price $60. Well, at least they're telling us right there. Amazon sells it for $60. Okay. A Damascus knife from Amazon for $60 tells me, though, that this is not the highest quality thing. The leather sheath does smell very good. This is definitely a production Damascus. I don't doubt that it is. We're going to have that debate again. I don't doubt that it is a real Damascus in the way that it is actually pattern welded steel. I don't think that it is a handmade forged Damascus knife. I don't think that it is the highest quality knife, out there. You can definitely see that there are different layers there. That it is, it has all the hallmarks of a real Damascus, in terms of a higher carbon steel and it's probably the standard 1095 and 15 N5. I'm probably saying that. I never remember that, but like the nickel stainless steel. Pretty standard stuff. It doesn't look laser etched. It looks actually like they've got an oiliness to it to protect it. It looks like it is a genuine production done Damascus steel, a lower end Damascus steel, not a fake Damascus, but it certainly does make a statement. It looks okay. It is comfortable, very wide handle, very easy to index, and you know what? Doesn't feel too bad. I don't know, $60. I'm sure that there's places you can find this for a lot less. I like that you have your little composite. I can't think of the word. Your tube. Oh, I'm just spacing out on it, but different brass tubes and materials come together to make one single brass tube with epoxy and everything. I cannot think of it right now. It's definitely not the kind of thing that I personally would carry around. Unknown types of steels are not my thing. I would want to know exactly what quality I have, like in a survival situation, like it's worth it to spend the money and know exactly what you got and who you got it from. But certainly is seems to be finished okay. Let's see. I did not think that, honestly, I did not think that cut, but look, very nice clean cut. I'm not going to do a pull through on this. I don't have, I'll do it. I don't feel like I have very good faith in it being sharp or the leverage, but And again, I was wrong. Harder than I was expecting, but it did it. It did it. Nah, okay. So maybe on a harder surface I could chop. I don't know. I don't have cutting money right in front of me. I don't. This is terrible paper to use for this, but this is just awful paper to use. When I don't get lost in the folds of the paper, it seems to be okay. Probably could use some finishing because it's an Amazon kind of thing. You know, definitely could use a little fine edge finishing. Not a terrible knife. Definitely not it would not be the one that I would choose for my emergency, you know, my survival knife, but you know, they put a piece in there. I don't know. Definitely real leather sheath though. Smells good, you can tell. I'm gonna put it back in there, but this is not how I'm going to store it for shipping to Jason, obviously. And retention is decent. Little rattly, but it's not coming out. We'll just file it away over there. I mean, they don't list it as part of one of the items in the box. I guess it's just a welcome item. So, okay. Next we've got the SunPro combo pack, which is this guy. This is heavy. This is a heavy. What's up with the solar panel? Like it looks like shredded carbon fiber. That is interesting. Oh, you know why it's so heavy? Because look, it's like submersible, drop-proof, portable. It's assembled in the USA with US and foreign components. I wonder what the ratio of US to foreign components of this thing is. I'm willing to say, probably go out on a limb, much more foreign components than American ones. But I don't know. Because I mean, literally, I don't know. I don't know anything about it. This reminds me of one of those ice packs that you would put, you know, in a lunchbox. But so why is this I mean, honestly, is this broken? Is that what it's supposed to look like? Yeah, that's what it looks like on the picture. I've never seen a solar panel that looked like that before. I feel I would look at this and get nervous and be like, did somebody break the glass involved in this? What the hell? 5 volt. 1000 milliamp, which is a 1 amp. 5 watts, standard USB. So I guess this thing charges this little thing, right? Because it comes. So here's the power bank, really. So I mean, you could just charge things from this. Can we pop that out and do more cutting? That would be phenomenal. You've got a matching blue USB, so you know you can plug in devices to charge. It has a flashlight. Any charge in this thing? No, it is dead. It is dead. But that, you know, what would you expect? I wonder if sometimes these lights charge my watch, and it is solar. So let's just let's see what happens here. I like the fact that it's, you know, submersible and drop proof. I don't know how. I'm looking for any kind of rating on here that tells you, you know, standard IP stuff. But it doesn't say. It doesn't say. It would be nice to know like how high you can drop it from, how deep you can submerge it, for how long. But cool item to have, I mean, for sure, especially if it's ruggedized. A good solar charger. Oh, look, I'm putting fingerprints on it. Damn it. A good solar charger is absolutely an outstanding item to have in a survival situation or just off in the woods kind of camping. I mean, why not? And yes, on the back, it doesn't say either, but look, it has a little stand so you can angle it towards following inclination of the sun. It says it at full charge, so this has a 34 milliamp hour capacity, 40-hour flashlight. At what lumens or anything we don't know. Okay, but that's fine. You know, that's cool. I mean, it's giving us some info. There's a lot of info they don't give us though that it would be nice. It would be nice to know. I want to know how this works. I want to know how this works. I want to know what love is. Sorry. There, just like that. And then you can prop it up. And you can, I guess you could do it the other way too. You can really adjust your angle to whatever you want there. And then get it like right towards the sun. Right at the sun. I can't not like this item, really. I mean, until it's proven that it doesn't work. So, we'll just put this whole mess right here, right now. I'm gonna have to do a little follow-up on making this thing work. All right, so I've been charging this for a little bit. Let's see what it does. It's a light. Ah, you got, yeah, press twice. Press twice. Little light. Nothing big. Yeah, okay, but it works. We know it works. All right, so next we've got a USB hand dynamo charger. We have seen just a, you know what? I think we're gonna move away from a metric shit ton. We're gonna talk about an imperial shit ton of these on the channel. In various boxes, and there was a USB wire that just got away from me. I'll have to find it. We see these all the time, and we might have seen this exact one, as a matter of fact. These are always, you know, if you don't have one already, they're worth having. I don't know if you can have too many. There probably is such a thing as too many at a certain point. But to be able to get power from the sun, or especially a hand dynamo crank like this, you're never worried about running out of power. You are always going to have a short power supply, though. They never hold that good a charge, and these dynamos can never crank as much energy as, say, a lithium-ion battery. But for the short term, just to get enough, enough electricity to do stuff, to do what you need, let's, I have the antenna down, so it's not going to pick anything up. Okay, let me turn it back off. You know, if you don't have any, it's great to get one. If you have one, it's great to have two. If you have 17, I don't know. Maybe you start sharing with your friends and your neighbors and your dog and your chinchilla and all that other stuff. This one feels rubberized. It feels like it might have some kind of weatherproofing. Where did I put the box? I already threw the box somewhere. I love how they corrected it on the box. They made it a 2000 milliamp hour charger. That's cute. It's second generation. So next we have the Snake Eye Pepper Spray, ½ ounce with camo, because that obviously makes it work better. I've always said this. I've never been a fan of pepper spray. I don't know. I've just flat out seen people get it straight in the face and not react to it. I've seen some people react very, very, very negatively to it, you know, and sure, it can, but I think that it is, there are just a lot of people where when they're very enraged or they are very focused on something, pepper spray can tend to just piss them off more and fuel that rage. And I think that people that carry pepper spray as their single line self-defense, I think they're in for, you're putting a lot on this little spray. Oh, but it's got a fashionable design, so that's good, you know, fashionable design. Up to 15 short bursts, law enforcement use. Now, I'm not saying that pepper spray doesn't get a good job done sometimes, but I'm saying that, you know, I don't know. I'm not on board the pepper spray train. I think that there are other better self-defense options available to you. Whatever, it is what it is. It's interesting that it's included with all this other stuff, though. I feel like they just sort of threw something in there. I don't know. Now the Faraday bags. Now we just talked about this with BattleBox. Remember we had the Slint Faraday dry bag. This is going to start wreaking all sorts of havoc with the autofocus on the camera. These bags probably, there's two of these. They're probably cheaper than the dry bag. They probably, when sealed, will keep things dry. They're not as rugged as the dry bag, I'm sure, but we get two of them, and they will also block signals in and out for whatever you put in it. And I do think that even in just one of these bags, you get more actual usable space than in that dry bag. So the Faraday bags, in case you missed it, are very good because they can block electromagnetic pulses, is what this box is all about. But they stop electromagnetic rays in and out. They stop the trons. So you can put your electronics in here to for defense against things coming in. You can also put your electronics in here so that, say you have a phone and you would like it to disappear from the network for a while, or you would like something to not be show up on a GPS network for a while or whatever, put it in the Faraday bag and it blocks those rays coming in and out. These ones, like I said, they seem to be watertight as well when sealed up. What they don't have, what the other one had that these don't, that nice rugged dry bag, very heavy rubberized construction. But we've got two of them here. You can easily put these inside of another backpack or something like that, and you've got plenty of room to hold all of your stuff. Or if you are prepping, you could put some important electronic items or electrical devices in these bags, put them in your prepping area or in your bag, or just leave them in there. And if there was like an electromagnetic pulse attack or something like this should, in theory, protect them so they become usable again later. But then, like what are they going to interact with? What else is out there? I don't know. Other things that were protected in Faraday bags, I guess. But we've got them. And I'm going to take them off the table so that this thing, works. And then the last item in this box is we've seen this before, the fire escape. And I think we saw this in BattleBox. And this was absolutely a meh item when we saw it in BattleBox. Because while it has a couple innovative things, it isn't another carabiner little tool that, I don't know. So it's called the fire escape because it starts fires and it has a glass breaker. It has a glass breaker, break window, okay, or temple smasher. It will, you can clip it onto stuff. I think it has here, all the different tools that it has. It has, let me take this off. It sparks. It sparks well. It does that very well. And then it has a line cutter, which I'll probably do that again, rather than just relying on, Now, these line cutters, by the way, we use them. I use them with 554. They're like designed to cut seatbelts and stuff. Although there are some that are designed to cut suspension lines on parachutes and everything. If you get stuck, wow, that was really good. Here I am about to try to justify why it might not cut this as easily as we want, and it just like, fuck you, I'm gonna work. That's better than the Benchmade Rescue 8. Holy cow. That was really good, actually. That may make me rethink all about this thing. That was really good. And then, of course, it's got a 1/4-inch bit holder and an O2 wrench. They put O2 wrenches on a lot of these things, and if you're not a medical professional walking around with actual O2 bottles that need opening and closing, I don't know what the world is doing with all these O2 wrenches. I don't know how many of you have O2 bottles, oxygen bottles. It's green. You'll know an oxygen bottle because it's green. I don't know what people are doing with them, but that was really good, actually. That was really, really good. And it comes with an extra couple of flints, which I would lose almost immediately. But I think we tested this and we used this to strike something. You know, but that cut test is making me rethink that. I mean, that's a reliable cutting thing. That's not bad to have. You know what it was, though? It was the price. I think it was the price last time we saw it that made me go like, what? It does tell us it's not for climbing. So it's not for climbing. They give a weight rating. That is not for climbing. That weight rating is just for what it can suspend if you're going to use it to hook stuff on. So there we go. That's it. That is our first box from Survival Boxes. Interesting stuff. You know, I'm gonna take this out because I just feel like this is a fluff. You know, that's not a survival type item. You could make an argument that it is, but but I'm telling you, I'm deciding it's not. I don't know. Not bad considering the theme of the box. Protect your electronic, your things with circuitry and circuits. Okay. And then you've got your backup, you've got ways to keep them going, and then, just some basic items for survival. Let's face it, the knife is the knife. It's not a great knife. It is a knife to have. It's not great. But I like the little welcome items here. These are nice little. I mean, this is a solid ass carabiner. Let me tell you. And then you've got your informational cards, which I have to get. That one fell. So. This leads me to really, really be excited to see what comes next month and see what we've got following up on this. So I definitely want to kind of use this a little bit and see what this does for us. I just want to charge something with it, and see how well it works. You're charging something directly from the panel and then also with the little power bank, how that works as well. But now, I open the floor to you guys. What do you think of everything? What are your thoughts on the box? If you've subscribed to the box for a while, please do throw in, hey, I've had the box for a while and I think XYZ. If this is your first time seeing it, like mine, of course, what are your thoughts, expectations, hopes, dreams, and desires? Let's talk. And, again, Jason, awesome, man. Thank you for giving us the opportunity to take a look. What do you think, Jason? How do you feel about what came in this? I definitely am curious to know what's on your mind, kind of most of all, because this is, after all, your stuff. Some new stuff. I also have some boxes coming on my own volition that I have decided to invest in as well, and some new items, some new stuff, some new products that we're going to look at. In addition to the cool support of my Patreon guys who are helping us out. They are super awesome. Could not run this channel without them. And of course, this channel would be nothing without all of you watching it and commenting and interacting and engaging and doing all those channel buzzwordy things. I appreciate you. I couldn't do it without you guys. So remember that you are all absolutely awesome. I appreciate every single one of you, and I'll be back again real soon.